Hi Susan, how are you? Can't hear you yet. Good, Susan?
Hello.
Good, I can hear you. Excellent. Lovely. Just wait for a couple more to join, then we'll get going.
Hey.
What did you
How
say?
Are you?
Are you outside?
Yes.
There might be a bit of a signal lag. Are you on your 4G or are you on your
Let me get off and get back in.
Well, I don't want to spoil your if you're having a nice time outside, but it just seems a bit laggy compared to normal.
I'm at my parents' house and their Wi-Fi is terrible. So
Are you on your
why.
Are you on your 4G or are you on their Wi-Fi?
I'm on my 4G.
Okay, well that might be better. Okay, we'll see. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think if it's too bad, I'll
No. That's
caught
up. I just think it's you don't ever listen when I say stuff. Right, hang on. Right.
Yep.
Right, let me hang on. I've got somebody trying to come in. Hey Kim. Go to just give it 2 minutes. I just check an email while I'm just waiting for people to join. So if you're watching on YouTube and you want to take part, then you need to join Zoom and you need to put the number that is there into Zoom and you need to come in. I don't know you, I'm going to need to see your face for you to take part. Harry, I know, that's fine. Oh, bugger, I missed Harry. Damn, sorry, Harry, I missed you. Yeah, he's waiting. Good. Just give it one more minute. Good. Lovely. Good, so let's get going. Susan, off you go. Could you say for me, I'm not at my house today, I'm at my parents' house. Off you go.
Je ne suis pas chez moi aujourd'hui, je suis chez mes parents.
Lovely, chez mes parents. All of you want to say parents, but it is parents, chez mes parents. AR, chez mes parents. Good, no stopping, as slow as you want, as quickly as you want, but connection is key. Aujourd'hui, je suis pas chez moi, je suis chez mes parents. And give me the appropriate humanity. Give me the appropriate humanity. Are you informing me, Luke, I've got some very bad news, or are you giving me like, hey, I'm at my parents' house? Let me hear the appropriate humanity. Off you go.
Je ne suis pas chez moi aujourd'hui, je suis chez mes parents.
Okay, that sounds like being at your parents is a pretty horrible thing. Say it again and sound happy.
Je ne suis pas chez moi aujourd'hui, je suis chez mes parents.
There you go, because and what happened in that was lovely was weirdly your joining got loads better, and secondly it sounded human. We want you to be present in the conversation. Good. Lovely. Hi, Marsha Eduarda dos Santos. Please come in and say hello. Lovely. Lovely. My parents' Wi-Fi, same word, French pronunciation, please. My parents' Wi-Fi isn't as powerful as my one. My parents' Wi-Fi isn't as powerful as my one.
Le Wi-Fi de mes parents n'est pas assez fort.
Excuse me, only 10 seconds ago. Only 10 seconds ago. Teachers don't listen. What was the word for parents?
Parents.
Why did you have to look up in the air? Nobody wrote it for you in the sky in smoke. Good, lovely. Okay, lovely. Okay, so aujourd'hui, je suis chez mes parents. Lovely, parents, good. Do you remember that? So, my parents' Wi-Fi isn't as powerful as mine, or isn't as powerful as my one. Off you go.
Le Wi-Fi de mes parents n'est pas assez fort que la mienne.
N'est pas what?
Assez fort.
Aussi fort, as strong. Yeah, aussi fort. Aussi fort que le mien, the masculine. Okay, but the word I want for powerful was puissant. 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 We could have had strong, but we're going with puissant. Go again. Le Wi-Fi de mes parents n'est pas aussi puissant que le mien. Off you go.
Le Wi-Fi de mes parents n'est pas assez puissant
que
le mien.
Excuse me. Aussi. Susan, I don't want to have to give you corrections 3-4 times. If I give you a correction, absorb it. What was the word for as strong?
Aussi puissant.
There, that's listening. Off you go. My Wi-Fi isn't as powerful as my parents. sorry, my parents' Wi-Fi isn't as powerful as mine. Off you go.
Le Wi-Fi de mes parents n'est pas aussi puissant que le mien.
Good. Le mien, not le mien. Yeah, okay, good. Lovely. My parents, no, my Wi-Fi is stronger than their one. My Wi-Fi is stronger than their one.
Mon Wi-Fi est plus puissant que le sien.
No. Number bloody one. If you listened, what was the word for my one when we talked about Wi-Fi? Le mien. So what is it going to be when we talk about, if hypothetically we were in the realm of le sien, it would be King le sien. It would not be la sienne or even le sien, because do you know why? Because le sien doesn't exist. It's either le mien, le tien, le sien, la mienne, la tienne, la sienne. My one. For anybody watching that's like, what the shit is he talking about? Then he's basically on about possessives when you don't have a noun. Possessives without a noun. So can you again give me the word for their one, because it isn't le sien? That would be Spanish. Yeah. Can we say for me the his and the her and the them? I've got to do a video on somebody. I've got an outstanding video on stuff between French and Spanish. But their one is not le sien. It is le
Sien.
No, you daft thing. What's the bloody word for their? Their house.
Leur maison.
Thank you. Their one, le leur.
Leur.
Good. Off you go. My Wi-Fi is more powerful than their one. Off you go.
Mon Wi-Fi est plus puissant que le leur.
Thank you. My Wi-Fi is more powerful than my parents' one. So how do we do this one business when we've got my parents' one going on? Do you remember? Here's me being kind. Don't tell anybody. I have a reputation to maintain. The one of my parents. The one of my parents. Yeah. So my parents' one. Off you go. How do you say their Wi-Fi? My Wi-Fi is off you go.
Say the sentence again. My Wi-Fi is.
Oh, don't worry. I only said it. I don't expect you to listen, being a teacher. My Wi-Fi is stronger than their one. Go.
Mon Wi-Fi est plus puissant que le leur.
Now, can you give me my Wi-Fi is stronger than my parents' one?
Mon Wi-Fi est plus puissant que celui de mes parents.
Good. Celui, not celui. Yeah. Yeah. Celui. Okay. Okay. Good. I'm just going here to make sure I can see everybody. Good. 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 That's good. Lovely. 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 Good. Can you now say for me? I need to change supplier. I need to change supplier.
J'ai besoin de changer le.
No, changer takes de. J'ai besoin de changer de, and the word for supply, the verb to supply is furnish, fournisseur, fournir. J'ai besoin de changer de fournisseur. Changer is a verb that loves de. Changer, guys, is a verb that loves de. Off you go. J'ai besoin de changer de fournisseur. Off you go.
J'ai besoin de changer de fournisseur.
Good. Now, you can use changer without a de. Like if you say, I'm going to change my t-shirt, alors je vais changer mon t-shirt, obviously. But changer will be de. Notice then, so how do you say, I'm going to train change? I'm going to change train. How do you say, I'm going to change train, Susan?
Je vais faire le.
Excuse me. Why is the silence and why is your mouth wide open? Why is the silence? Why is the silence? I don't care. I don't give a rat's ass. Why have you stopped? Keep it going. Why is there no going? Why is there? Why have you done a French lesson with me? Go again. Don't let me catch you doing that again. Go.
Je vais faire le correspondance.
Lovely. You can say je vais changer de train. Yeah, you can. Correspondence is a particularly Parisian thing for basically change one train for another. Lovely. Good. Okay. Lovely. What did I want to get done with you that we'd done the other day? If Luke had known the Wi-Fi was so bad, he would have come earlier. If Luke had known the Wi-Fi was so bad, he would have come earlier.
Si Luc avait su que le Wi-Fi était si terrible, il viendrait plus tôt.
Now you've done me. No. You've done me. Just 1 second. Let's just 1 second. You've done me. You've combined two methods for me. Rohan, if I can't see your face, I need to throw you out. I only let people in I know if I can't see their face. Alex, Rohan, I need to see you on camera or I need to kick you out. I'm really sorry. We've just had some security. Oh, bye. There we go. It's the boy with the little. It's the boy with the little dick. Little tiny Willy. Can't keep anybody happy. Bye. Lovely. Yep. I know, so annoying. Don't worry about it. Good. So basically, Susan, you've combined two. I wouldn't even mind, but I used the same name last time. He was an idiot. So Alex Jimenez. So basically, Susan, you've combined two methods. This is what we did in the Australian class this morning. So let me just remind you guys how this works. One is called the present hypothetical. One is called the past hypothetical. Talking about now, if Kim lived closer to me, I would see her more often in person. That's about the present tense. That's in the time zone that we're living in. That's the shit. Talking about last week, if Kim had been available, I would have seen her, you know, whatever, something like this. So the present hypothetical talks about shit we could hypothetically do in the present, and the past hypothetical talks about shit we could hypothetically do in the past. Let's talk about what we do for both. When we use the present hypothetical, we're going to go from imperfect after the word if to the conditional in the dream sequence. If Kim lived, si Kim habitait, I would see her, je la verrais. Okay, so the present hypothetical is going to be doing that. Let's see who phonate is and let's see if it's a count. Phonate, do I know who phonate is or do I have to throw them out? 1 second. Phonate. Lovely. Phonate. Who's phonate? Sorry, can I ask you to show your face or I have to ask you to leave? Oh, Jesus Christ. Nobody remove. There we go. Bye-bye. So basically, this code does work, Marsha. Everybody else seems to manage it. So basically, the past hypothetical, Lee, you win points for having a cute animal. The past hypothetical is basically going to use exactly the same magic, the imperfect after if, and then the conditional, but it's going to be on the auxiliary verb. So, for example, you're going to go was tense into would tense in exactly the same way, but okay, but it's going to be on the auxiliary verb. Okay, so basically, Robin, I'm afraid I need to see your face, or I have to ask you to leave. Sorry, we've just had some twats. Can I see your face, Robin? Robin?
Hello?
Robin?
Hello?
Yeah, where are you from?
Fuck you. Should pass it
Bye.
Yeah, fuck you.
Isn't he absolutely lovely? Right, so basically, I almost kind of enjoy his little twatdom now. It gives me someone to have a little go at. But that doesn't mean I can't have a go at you lot. So basically, don't you think if you had a social life and maybe a sex life for one, that you'd have more to do on a Sunday evening than like piss people off that don't want to talk to you? I mean, really, if anybody liked you, you wouldn't be doing this, would you? It's kind of sad. It's very sad. So basically, if you basically had an if situation, you need to choose whether it's talking about the present or the past. So for a start then, if I said to you, Susan, if I said, last week, if I had been hungry, I would have made something to eat. Is that a present hypothetical, Susan, or is it a past hypothetical?
That's a past hypothetical.
Great. Therefore, what do we need in both parts of the past hypothetical? An auxiliary. Yeah, we need an auxiliary.
Yeah.
Susan, say for me, he has said. Just say the sentence he has said.
Il avait dit.
Focus. He has said.
Il a dit.
Gorgeous. He had said.
Il avait dit.
Thank you. He would have said.
Il aurait dit.
Good girl. Say for me, he went. Focus, he went.
Il est allé.
He had gone.
Il était allé.
He would have gone.
Il aurait.
Focus.
Il
Excuse
aurait
me.
allé.
Don't ever taught me when you're wrong. I've told you before. Il est allé. Is that an extra verb or an avoir verb in the middle?
Un adverb.
Thank you. So he would have gone.
Il serait allé.
Thank you. Brilliant. Do one more for me. Say I got washed.
Ah, je me suis lavé.
I had got washed.
Ah, je m'étais lavé.
I would have got washed, or I would have gotten washed in UK English.
Je me serais lavé.
Spot on. Je me serais. Serre is squeeze. I've said to you before. Don't say serre. It's so good. So in other words, if we are in the present hypothetical, there's no auxiliaries. If Harry came to our event in London, he would meet everybody and speak loads of French. Si Harry venait à notre événement à Londres, il rencontrait tout le monde, il pourrait parler beaucoup de français. Talking about last year, if Harry had come to our event in London, he would have met loads. He would have met loads of people. Si Harry était venu à notre événement à Londres, il aurait rencontré. So basically, the past hypothetical is going to go if and into the was tense, but it's then going to go a past participle on the end of it. Without being basic, guys, we know these tenses. A tense that's got was in the middle is otherwise known as the pluperfect. Yeah, Luke has spoken. Luke had spoken. If Luke had spoken. If a tense known as the would have and then the past, that is the past conditional. Good, Susan, do me a couple more. If I had understood the question from the beginning, I would have answered correctly.
Si j'avais compris la question.
Excuse me, why are you speaking to me in separate words? Why are you speaking to me in separate words?
Si j'avais compris la question depuis le début,
I know. I would have answered correctly.
J'aurais répondu correctement.
Good. For anybody that's not sure how to, well done, Susan. So for anybody who's not sure how to find this stuff, just go to the 1, 2, 3, like j'ai pris or je suis allé, and think, right, keep number 1, keep number 3, change the one in the middle. Harry, this is particularly good for you for essays. So if it's like France has done this, whatever. If France had made this decision, we would not be in this situation, now. Si la France avait pris cette décision, on ne serait pas. And obviously we can go through and we can pop some adverbs in as well as pronouns into this whole shit, which is probably what I'm going to do with some other poor victim. So lovely. Now there's an Amy. Hands up. Who thinks Amy's going to be a cunt who's going to shout abuse? Who thinks Amy's going to be normal? Can I have a show of hands? Good.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay. Let's all get ready to yell "fuck off" at the top of our voices if Amy is a person with a small penis. Lovely. Let's see. Amy, are we a normal person or are we a bellend pretending to be a girl? It's a person. Yay! She's a real person and not that idiot. Welcome, Amy. Good job. Right, let's go to Lee. Mr. Shinobi, you there?
Yeah.
Good. Why did you turn the camera off? I was enjoying looking at your cat.
She was annoying me.
Don't be cruel. A cat is for life, not just for Christmas. Good. Lovely. So off you go. Lovely. So if you could basically translate Lee yourself. So say for me. No. So Lee, if I said to you, let me just deal with this one person. Let me see if they're an idiot or not. Let's see. Idiot or non-idiot? Place our bets.
Idiot, I'm going idiot.
Are you going idiot? Fran, do we have a Fran? Idiot or non-idiot? Fran, real person or fake person? Fran or not connecting to audio? Nobody's gone anyway, so lovely. So Lee, can you say for me? Can you turn your microphone off if you're not Lee? That's okay. Lovely. Could you say for me, Lee, if I understood the situation, I would say something. So, Lee, is this a present hypothetical? Is this talking hypothetically about right now, or is it talking hypothetically about the past?
Present.
It's the present hypothetical. Gorgeous. So, do I need any auxiliaries in the present hypothetical?
No.
Good man. I just need my imperfect and I need my conditional. So, could you say for me then, Lee, if I understood the situation, I would. What did I say? If I understood the situation, I would. Whatever. What did I say? If I understood.
Yeah. If I understood the situation, I would say something.
Yeah, brilliant. That'll do.
Yeah. Si je comprends la situation.
Now, stop. Si je comprends is not bad French. One can say if I understand. But what are we saying? If I understood. So can I just remind you, in both the present hypothetical and the past hypothetical, what are the two tenses that we're using? What did Susan use? If then gets the was tense, yeah, whether it's the first verb in was or the auxiliary in was, and the other bit, the non-if bit, gets the conditional, whether it's the conditional on the auxiliary or the conditional straight into the normal verb. So in other words, then, Lee, I'm going to need the was tense, the imperfect tense, for the verb to understand. What, my friend, is the verb to understand? You've already shown me. You know this. Lovely. Let me hear the infinitive. That's it. So the trick at speed to find a was tense is to go to the nous. What is we understand? Nous comprenons. Good. Nous comprenons. Don't read it. Nous comprenons. Good. Keep the breath smooth. Nous comprenons. Lovely. So if I've got nous comprenons, rip off the en. Don't worry about nous. We're just going to use, je, tu. So how would you say I understood in the was tense? In other words, what's the imperfect of I understood? Je comprends.
Je comprenais.
That, don't keep going to pren. Je comprenais. Good. All right. Lovely. That's how we find a was tense. So I accept, guys, that I understood in English. Sometimes in French will be j'ai compris. In fact, most of the time it's probably going to be that. But what are we saying, Lee? After the word if in a hypothetical, we're going to go into the was tense, aren't we? Good. So if I understood, if you go, if I understood, si je comprenais
bien.
That's it. I would say something. Now you've just gone into, it's perfectly good French. I love a bit of muscle memory. It's perfectly good French, but you've just said I should have said something. So Lee, were we in the present hypothetical? Do we have auxiliaries in the present hypothetical? Did you just, okay, let me make this clear. In the present one, it's no auxiliary and no auxiliary. And in the past one, it's auxiliary. In other words, in the present one, no shit in the middle, no shit in the middle. In the past one, it's some shit in the middle, some shit in the middle. When you just beautifully said for me, if I understood, si je comprenais, was there a word in the middle?
No.
Therefore, to match it, I would say something. It's just a normal conditional. We don't have an auxiliary. How would you say I would say something? Should No. What's I would say? How do we form the would tense, Lee? We're just going to take the future. Yeah?
No, je dirais.
That's it. Well, now everything else you said, j'aurais dit or j'aurais dû dire, that's great sentences in French. That's just not the tense that we wanted. Yeah? No?
Yeah.
So put it all together for me. Si je comprenais
bien, je dirais quelque chose.
Good. And what you've done wrong, I'm not taking any pleasure from your error, but it's absolutely the example that everybody makes right. They jump around. Yeah? They jump around between the two. Lovely. Now, Lee, now you can do me the other one. Now we're going in the past. Yeah? If I'd understood the situation, I would have said something. Now we're going into the... Are we talking hypothetically about the present or hypothetically about the past?
Hypothetically about the past.
Good man. So does that mean auxiliary or no auxiliary?
It means
auxiliary, doesn't it? Because we've just done the example with anybody that needs the videos on this, just email me as per normal, say, Luke, can I have the hypotheticals videos? All right. So when we're in the past one, to remind you guys again, we're still going to make for the was, and we're still going to make for the would. We're still going to go for the imperfect and the conditional, but it's going to be on the auxiliary verbs now, the verbs in the middle. And your final verb, your 1, 2, 3, is just going to be your normal past verb. So now then, Lee, could you say for me, if I had understood the situation, I would have said something. Off you go.
Si j'avais bien compris, j'aurais dû.
J'aurais
dire
what?
quelque chose.
J'aurais what? J'aurais.
J'aurais dû.
No. You've got a lovely bit of muscle memory, and I'm very proud of you. J'aurais dû is I should have. Yeah, that's, listen, you're going j'aurais dû, which is the past tense of the verb to have to. Yeah, the devoir. Only that's not the verb that we're playing with right now, is it?
J'aurais pu.
No. What's the verb to say?
Dire.
Thank you. What I have said, j'ai
J'ai dit.
and that's I would have said. J'aurais dit.
J'aurais dit.
Good. So keep it smooth, keep it soft, keep it smooth, keep it soft.
Si j'avais bien compris, j'aurais dit quelque chose.
Good. Let's do 2 more, Lee. Straight at it, straight at it, straight at it. Exactly the same thing. No. We're gonna no. I don't mean 2 more. I mean another example. Present tense. Let's make it negative. If Susan didn't work with me, she would be terrible, as opposed to the gifted French speaker that she is. If Susan didn't work with me, she would be terrible. Is that a present hypothetical, or am I talking hypothetically in an imagination way about the present, or am I talking in an imagination way about the past?
About the past.
If Susan, hang on, we've just got Marsha. Let's just check that Marsha's not an idiot, because we did have a Marsha last week. Marsha, are you human or are you not? Marsha, I need a face. Dear. Good. Close. Right. So, in other words, then, so if I said right now at the moment, now remember, what does the present mean? The present doesn't mean literally at this moment in time. Yeah, it doesn't mean right now. Maggie has an alcohol problem, God bless her, but she's not drinking right now. Well, she might be. I have short hair. That's like a general description. It's not at the moment, just literally right now. So in other words, if I hypothetically right now didn't work with Susan in this current period, I mean, some people find it interesting to imagine this month, if I didn't work with Susan. So in other words, is that present hypothetical or past hypothetical?
Past.
No. Listen, okay, that's it. Now, why is didn't making you think past? Because the didn't can sometimes be the past. I didn't speak with Luke yesterday. But okay, if I didn't work with Susan, her French would be terrible. If I didn't work with Susan, her French would be terrible. Off you go. So could you please say for me, if I didn't work with Susan, her French would be terrible?
Si je ne travaille pas avec Susan, son français serait mal.
Serait terrible or mauvais? Yeah, mal is an adverb. Yeah, she'd speak badly. Good. In a minute, I'm going to get Kim to do a couple, and I'm going to get her to put some pronouns in, so you can see how this works with pronouns. Lovely then. So now let's go into the past hypothetical. If I hadn't have worked with Susan, she wouldn't have been. Sorry, her French wouldn't have improved. No. What did I say? What did I say? What did I originally give you? What was the original sentence? I do apologize.
If I didn't work with Susan,
her French would be terrible. So now it's going to be, if I hadn't worked with Susan, her French would have been terrible. Is this the past hypothetical or the past? Is this the present hypothetical or the past hypothetical?
Past.
Good, because we're talking hypothetically about the past. Do you know, last year, if I hadn't have worked with Susan, her French would have been terrible, but now she's very good. So in other words, when we're in the past, Lee, what do we need, an auxiliary or no auxiliary? Which system do we use? Auxiliary or not?
Auxiliary.
Yay! Good man. And the same was, and the same woulds, Side note, guys, can I bring to your attention the fact it could have gone the other way? It could be, I would be happy if I saw Gabby, whatever, you could go the other way and put the if in the second clause. That's no problem. You can swap them around. If I knew the answer, I would say, if I knew the answer. You can absolutely swap them around, but you still stick to the laws. The C is going to give me the was, yeah, and the other one is going to give me the would. Lovely, then off you go then. So if I hadn't worked with Susan, her French would have been terrible. If I hadn't worked with Susan, her French would have been terrible. Off we go.
Si je n'avais pas travaillé avec Susan,
Good.
son français
Would have been.
aurait dû.
No, let me remind you the trick. How would you say I have been? Normally, j'ai. Good man. How do you say he has been? Il a.
Il a été.
How do you say her French has been? Son français a.
Son français a été.
Lovely. And
son français aurait été.
Do the bloody work I'm giving you. You messed up the first time. Let me work on you cleanly. Don't jump in. God, you've been hanging around Susan. She's like a virus that spreads. Say for me. I don't want a correct answer from all of you. I want you to leave here with the ability to do it. Go back to what I asked you. Say for me, her French had been. Off you go. Her French had been. Son français avait. Son français été. That's it. And now give me, as you've just come up with, step by step. So what I'm trying to say to you is, if you guys find this hard, just chillax and just go, what's the 1, 2, 3? What's the normal I have spoken? And all you're doing is changing the tense in the middle. Give me her French would have, just give me her French would have, her French would have been bad.
Son français avait été.
No, would have been.
Aurait été.
That's it. Only, what does Lukey always tell you? Put the shit together, because otherwise you won't learn them as a sequence. So breathe in. If I hadn't worked with Susan, her French would have been bad. As it is, it's quite good.
Si je n'avais pas travaillé avec Susan, son français aurait été mal.
What did I say for bad?
Mauvais.
Good. Her non-listening contagionous spread. Goodness gracious me. So yes, so basically, lovely. Now, every other possibility that comes to your mouth, that's not dumbly. That's not like a stupid thing to have in your mouth. That's just not from the example that we want. Good. Let's have a little try with Kim, and let's pop in some pronouns. Okay. Good. Kim, are you there?
Yeah.
Good. So if I'd never tried it, I would never have liked it. If I'd never tried it, I would have never. What am I on about? Who knows? If I'd never tried it, I would never have liked it. Sorry, I'll try and say that in English. If I'd never tried it, I would never have liked it.
Si je ne l'avais
Yes.
jamais goûté, I wouldn't have liked it. Je n'aurais, I would have never liked it.
I would have never liked it. That's it. Yep.
Je ne l'aurais jamais
Liked and
goûté.
liked.
Je ne l'aurais jamais goûté.
Good.
No,
Good.
je ne l'aurais jamais. Sorry.
Good. No, sorry at all. So basically, what did we see happen with Kim? So we saw the fact that Kim went with goûter, which is a verb to try, as in to try food, goûter. Okay. If it was trying an experience rather than try food, we wouldn't have gone with goûter, but Kim's obviously a clean girl, so she went with food. And what did she do both times? She placed the le ahead of the auxiliary both times. Yes, si je ne l'aurais jamais. Now, Kim was also quite ambitious because she popped in the ne. And it's quite a mouthful to have the le and the ne and the jamais and an auxiliary. I myself would often go, si je l'avais jamais goûté, je l'aurais jamais aimé. I mean, myself, I wouldn't always pop the nut in. I mean, obviously, we can do it. Yeah, si je ne l'avais jamais, but that'll be quite a mouthful. I'm not patronizing anybody right now by saying, I mean, obviously, Kim, as you can all hear, is very capable. But if you said it without the nut, it would be absolutely fine conversation. Yeah, good, Kim. Could you do another one? If I'd never gone there, if I'd never gone there, I wouldn't have met him for the first time. If I'd never gone there, I would have never met him. And to remind you all, if you're like, I have no clue how to do this one, just think, I went there, I had gone there, if I had gone there, if I had never gone there, all right? Kim, I can't hear you, sorry. Kim, I can't hear you.
She dropped.
She's not afraid of a bit of grammar. It must be a technical issue. She'd just say, don't know. She wouldn't say. Right. Oh, hang on. Pat's keys. Is this a sensible person or is this an asshole? Let's see. Pat Keys, can I see you? Oh, Gonzalez Samuel. This is our friend Sam, is it? Okay. Close. Good. So, Kim is back. I'm not going to do her example till she's back. Good, Kim. So your example was, if I'd never gone there, I would never have met him. I would have never met him. Pardon me, we've got an arsehole. Lovely. No. Good. Off you go. So off you go. So Kim, if I'd never met him, if I'd never gone there, I would have never met him.
Si je n'ai... Oh no, sorry.
So say for me, I went there. Just say I went. Just say I went.
Je suis allée.
I went there.
Je suis y allée.
Lovely. J'y suis allée. That might be new to some of you, popping in an E pronoun. That might be new to some of you, popping in an E pronoun. That just means I went there. Those people going, why didn't the girl say je suis allée là? That's completely acceptable French. You can also pop an in. So good. We're up as far as j'y suis allée. Good. Could you make it I had gone there?
Okay. If I had never... Oh, I had gone there?
Yep.
J'y étais allée.
Gorgeous. What did she do? She kept the E in the same damn place. The pronoun stayed where it was, and she just logically changed the suis to an été because it's a pluperfect. Lovely. If I had gone there, in other words, just pop the word if before what you've just said. If I had gone there.
Si j'y étais allée.
Lovely. Some accents would say si j'y étais allé, others wouldn't, just so you know. If I had never gone there, don't bother with the no, just pop in the word never. So we're up as far as si j'y étais jamais. Sorry, si j'y étais allé. Could you now go with if I'd never gone there?
Si j'y étais jamais allée.
Lovely. Gorgeous. Just for us, and I accept it's nasty, could you try and pop in a nut as well? Just so we can see the way it sounds like. Hang on. If you think the nut is going to come before everything, it's going to come before the E.
Oh, si je n'y étais jamais something.
Allez, well done. And again, go on.
Si je n'y étais allé, si je n'y étais jamais allé.
Well fucking done. That is not easy, is it? Okay. I would have never met him.
Je ne l'aurais jamais.
Assume it was for the first time. That's it.
Je ne l'aurais jamais rencontré.
Lovely. So, Kim, would you say the would one feels less of a head fuck than the past one at speed?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. It feels much comfortable to go je, pronoun, aurais, whatever. Good. Kim, if I had never gotten washed, he would have dumped me. This is such a disgusting article. If I had never gotten washed.
If I had never gotten washed. Si je ne s'est jamais lavé.
Perfection. Pause, just so everybody can see what she did. So if you didn't realize what she did, she took I got washed, je me suis lavé, poetry past, reflexive past. She popped in the if at the beginning, and she made the auxiliary été. And she also then threw in a pronoun, sorry, an adverb. Where do adverbs go after verb number one? So if you've got je me suis, there's a verb in the je me suis, tu, t'es, il, c'est, nous, nous sommes, vous, vous êtes. So if you want to know where to pop your pas and your jamais and your plus and all of that bastard bollocks when you've done a je me suis, tu, t'es, il, c'est, it's going to be after the poetry past, because the poetry past contains a verb. So, je me suis lavé, je me suis jamais lavé, je m'étais jamais lavé. Yeah, that's the rhythm. Okay, good, lovely. He would have dumped me. So now notice we're changing characters. It's if I hadn't have done this, he would have dumped me.
Il aurait quitté.
Now, where's the...
Il m'aurait quitté.
Good. Don't say sorry. So Kim is in a really organic stage, and I've spoken to her about this. So this is when she's offloading grammar from thinking about it into the musical stage. And she's also very musical, so that helps. What happens at that stage is that your brain tries to find patterns that it knows somewhere else. So, for example, Kim knows a pattern. Okay, so Kim, using the verb larguer, say he's going to leave, he's going to dump me. How would you say he's going to dump me?
What's the verb? Sorry?
Larguer, to dump. Larguer. Yeah.
He's going to dump me. Il va me larguer.
Lovely. So notice the same sounding word, larguer, or quitter if we were using it in this case, and the pronoun would then go before that word there, because larguer is an infinitive. So for example, so what I'm trying to say is, if I had finir or fini in the past, you won't fuck this up. Je l'aurais fini. Yep. Je l'aurais jamais fini, because you know that fini comes on the end. If you were using an a, as opposed to finir, if you had an a sounding verb, you guys know that the was tense. No, shut up, Luke. Yes, it is, but the a of the infinitive, yeah, and the a of the past participle sound the freaking same. So people that start working methodically and musically are like, oh, me plus the infinitive, me, quitter, me, whatever. Because in other situations in French, that is exactly where it goes. So this is something to be mindful of, but no reason not to do stuff. Good, lovely, excellent. Kim, could you do another one for me? If Luke got washed, he would the situation would improve. If Luke, can I just stress, Luke is very clean. This is just for the youth. Okay, if Luke got washed, the situation would improve.
Si Luc se lavait, la situation se serait améliorée.
In your first one, si Luc se lavait, were there any auxiliaries?
No, my mother, God, se améliorée.
That's it. This is no. It's the number, and also, let's be honest, in English, we can pull this shit off. We do sometimes in English say, do you know what? If Luke got washed, the situation would have improved. Like, as in, if Luke generally washed, the situation that's just happened would have improved. We do jump around a lot in English with this shit. We do. It's less flexible in French. So what Kim said wasn't even stupid in English. Yeah. But to go back to the method, no auxiliary, auxiliary. Kim, do it me the other way around. The situation would improve if Luke got washed.
La situation s'améliorerait si Luc se lavait.
Good. Now let's make both of those stay that way around, as in the if sentence is going to come second. So the situation would have improved. Before Kim approaches this, just to point this out to other people, she's obviously dealing with a reflexive verb. Okay, so if you don't understand what's going on with the verbs now, it's because she's dealing with a reflexive verb, and that's obviously going to have a role in the auxiliaries. So if the situation would have improved if Luke had gotten washed.
La situation serait améliorée si Luc se serait lavé. Si Luc se serait lavé.
You've given me two.
No, I'm wrong.
You've given me two on the would have side. I need one back on the other side, remember? Yeah. The situation would have improved if Luke...
Situation would have improved if Luke
had got washed.
Ok. La situation serait s'améliorer. Oh non, I'm so lost. La situation se serait améliorée si Luke
had got washed. Said, whenever this happens, just literally say it in the normal past tense, but for both either side. Literally say to me, Luke got washed, normal past tense. What did you say? Luke said, what did you say?
Luke s'est lavé.
Great. And all you've got to do is just make the shit in the middle, either a was verb or a would verb. That's all you've got to do to get at it.
C'est Luke s'était lavé.
Spot on. Did you see how quickly she rescued that?
God.
No. Because what you're doing is, why did you do that? Because other arrangements want to go, oh, this would have happened if Luke had done this. So the brain wants to do this. Did you see how quickly Kim rescued it when she used the emergency package, which is pull rope, which is basically, what's the fucking past participle? Because what am I saying, guys? The past one is so easy. Luc s'est lavé. So Luc s'était lavé. Luc se serait lavé. In other words, let me type this out for you just so you can see. Just 1 second. It'll be on YouTube. So, so Luc got washed. Luc s'est lavé. There we go. Luc s'est lavé. And if you look at that, if Luke had gotten washed, there we go. And if Luke would, let's say it was Luke would have gotten washed. If it was Luke would have gotten washed, Luke serait lavé. So the extra complication here that Kim has very nicely handled is that when I say the auxiliary is the only thing that changes, that's great. But if your auxiliary is an S and an apostrophe going, do you know what I mean? That shit's going to sound different. So if it was like nous, so we got washed. Kim, how do you say we got washed? Using nous rather than on. Nous sommes lavés. So if I write that out really quickly, nous sommes lavés. Lavé would definitely have an S, but might have an E depending if we were plural. So in that situation, you'll see that if we had gotten washed or we would have gotten washed, it depends whether it's the first part of the sentence or the second part of the sentence. Please notice that the nous ain't going to join with anything. That's going to be nice and easy. So Kim, how do you say if? So do me the first one. If we had gotten washed.
Si nous nous sommes étions lavés. Si nous nous étions lavés.
Good. Yeah, that's perfect. All we're doing is replacing. So if we had got washed, if we had gotten washed or got washed for Americans, si nous étions oh putain de merde. Si nous nous étions lavés, lovely. Again, possible E. Si nous nous étions lavés, lovely, great. Notice in that one that there's no problem because all we've done is just swapped nous, the some word for the étions. If ever you guys have a struggle with this, just remember, come away from the if. Just if I said to you, Kim, this is really beneath you, and I'm sorry, but could you just say, I have left, as in using partir. I have left.
Je suis parti.
I had left.
J'étais parti.
I would have left.
Je serais parti.
That's all it is, guys. The tenses involved in this game are not new tenses. We separately to this little partnership will quite regularly say, Kim, that's a nice top. Oh, well, yeah, I had bought a top before lockdown, but, I thought, well, whatever, fuck it, treat myself, don't cheat myself. And so, she, so in other words, you might use had as, Kim, that's a nice top. Yeah, if I had the chance, I would get another one the same. Fine, she might do that. Or I just say, Kim, would you get another one the same? Oh, yeah, I would, because it was a really good buy, whatever. Yes, this stuff is completely doable. Good. Things to practice are at your level. So if you feel a bit overwhelmed by this, do it with a have verb first. Don't put any negatives. Don't put any adverbs in. No nuz or pas or crap or like that, or pronouns, luz and muz and tus. Just literally do it with it. If Luke spoke, he would, whatever, live in. If Luke spoke German, he would live in Germany. Then build up to popping in a pronoun. If Luke spoke it, he would, si Luc le parlait, or he would, if Luke liked it, he would buy it. Si Luc l'aimait, il l'achèterait. That's the way to build. Then try an adverb. Exactly the same thing. Your auxiliary will either go was, your auxiliary will either go imperfect. So the overall thing to remind you is this. In the present hypothetical, there are no auxiliaries. Remember, in the present hypothetical, what you're hearing completely sounds like some shit that could be translated some other way. Kim, if I said to you, yesterday I read the newspaper, in that context, Kim, how would you translate I read? J'ai lu. Because she's got no other reason. Is this a free-for-all? By free-for-all, do you mean, is it free to take part? Yes, James, it is. If you mean free-for-all as in, is there no organization? No, it isn't. But yeah, if you want to take part and come and join, then come in on Skype. Just don't be weird, because we've had some weirdos. So yeah, so in other words, if you I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? It's gone. Fuck it. Never mind. Right. Oh yes, I know. So yes, so Kim said if I read yesterday I read j'ai lu. If I read the newspaper, I would know ce qui se passait, what was happening. So could you, Kim, say for me, if I read? What's if I read going to be?
Si je lisais.
Si je lisais. Notice they sound the freaking same in English because one is, after the if, where we go was. So the two buzzwords for this whole shit are was and would. You are using those tenses. Good. Let's go across to Amy and then let's go across to Harold. So Amy, are you there, my love? Hi, how are you? How is you? Good. Lovely. Good. So say for me, if I lived all alone, there wouldn't be a boy behind me. This is what you're saying. Because there's a boy behind you. I'm sure he's lovely. Go and get his number. If I lived all alone, there wouldn't be a boy behind me. Off you go. Sorry, Amy, I apologize. Before we go any further, is this the present, or is this the present hypothetical, or is this the past hypothetical?
Present.
Great. So does that mean auxiliaries or no auxiliaries? No auxiliaries. No auxiliaries. And Amy, could you just remind me the two tenses we're going to use for this shit? What are the two tenses we're going to use? We're going to use the
imperfect.
Going into the
conditional.
That's lovely, Amy. All right. So off you go. So if I lived alone.
Si j'ai
Pause. Pause. What's the verb to live? You've just all got there. What's the verb to live?
habiter.
Good job. Forget this arrangement for one second. How do I form the was tense? How do I form the imperfect? I need an A, apart from E-on and EA on the new envu, and I need no auxiliaries. What sound did I just tell you, Amy, that I needed? What sound? James, I've done a load on the subjunctive, but by all means join and I'll give you some subjunctive stuff. So basically, but there's so many classes on the subjunctive on this. Good, Amy, I need an A. Could you again, Amy, give me the verb to live? What's the verb to live?
Habiter.
Does it already contain an A?
Yeah.
Do I need to? Does it end in an A sound, I mean?
Yeah.
Great. So do I need to add and do I add an auxiliary in the was tense?
No.
Thank you. So how would you say if I lived? Or actually, forget it for 1 second. How would you say I was living or I used to live?
J'habitais.
Gorgeous.
J'habite.
Oi! What bloody sound did you just tell me we need for a was tense? We need an...
J'habitais.
That's it. So how would you say if I lived? Si
Si j'habitais.
That's it. Si j'habitais, lovely. Si j'habitais all alone,
Tout seul.
you're a lady, toute seule. Yeah, okay.
Tout seul.
Now pause. What's the expression there is? How do we say there is?
Il y a.
Great. With there is, il y a, what's the verb you can hear in il y a? Great. Which is from which infinitive? What verb is a from?
Avoir.
Great. And if I popped avoir into the, and what tense, having just done the imperfect, what tense do I now need for the next bit? What two tenses did I say we use in these methods? We use the imperfect and the
Conditional.
What is the conditional, Amy, my love, for the verb avoir? It is
Aurait.
That's it. So instead of saying il y a, could you please say there would be? Il y a.
Il aurait.
Il y a, we only change the word itself. Il y a becomes il y.
Il y aurait.
Lovely. Now make that negative. There wouldn't be. Il
ne.
What did I tell Kimmy? I said, don't put in a no unless you're ready for it. Say for me, il y aurait. Just pop on the word on the end that makes it negative. What will make it negative? Il y aurait. You put one word on the end of it and you keep trying to do the no. Listen, what's the word beginning with a p that I need that makes words negative? Good. So say for me, there would be. Il y aurait. Now make it negative with the simple addition of one word on the end. Off you go. Il y
aurait.
Excuse me. Il y a. Swap a for aurait. Don't mess the rest of the pronunciation. You're visualizing and badly. Just do sound. Il y a.
Il y a.
Now swap a for aurait. I'm getting angry. Copy sound, Amy. You're trying to visualize and it's not working for you. Copy me. Il y a.
Il y a.
Good. Now, I don't normally go separately, but on this occasion, I'm going to. If I asked you to swap a for aurait, don't swap any other shit. So, il y a, what's that going to be if I swapped a for aurait?
Il y a aurait.
No, Amy, this is silly. I want you to say il y a, and if I'm swapping a for aurait, I'm getting rid of the bloody a. What's it going to become? I'm not going to say a and aurait.
Oh, il y a. Il y aurait.
Now, whilst that was an absolute display of massive, massive incompetence, at the same time, it's also quite encouraging because it shows me that you've got a very strong muscle memory. The muscle memory is strong within that one. So basically, that means if you give Amy's mouth something to do, it likes doing what it knows. It likes to do what it knows. Lee, what did you just say? I didn't get to read it. Could you? What was that?
I was making a suggestion on Netflix that there's a TV show called Unsolved Mysteries.
That's lovely, Lee. But a bit of Lee. I don't mean to be mean, but a bit of manners because someone's working now. So do you know what I mean? At the end of the class, perhaps. Do you know what I mean? Or when we're saying goodbye.
Sorry,
that's just a bit. Am I boring you? Am I boring you?
No. I was just making a suggestion. But
I know, but is it really respectful when I'm working with Amy? No, it isn't, is it?
Okay. Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. Amy will come around and kick your ass. So basically, the fact is, il y a, you're only going to change the a for aurait. So what would that be? Il y
aurait.
Good job. Now, could you make that negative by popping pas on the end?
Il y aurait pas.
That's better. How would you say a man?
Un homme.
Behind me. Derrière.
Derrière moi.
Derrière moi. Good. So if I lived alone, there wouldn't be a man behind me. Si j'habitais toute seule, this is me speaking as you. Si j'habitais toute seule, il n'y aurait pas d'homme. We'd go with as well, probably, or un homme. Il n'y aurait pas d'homme derrière moi. Il n'y a pas un homme derrière moi. Lovely. Let's do another one, Amy. So say for me, let's just say if I said something, Luke would. If I said something, Luke would write the answer. Let's whatever. If I said something, Luke would write the answer. So what is if I said? What tense, Amy, did we agree we were going to be using in this method? If I did some shit, I would do something else. What are the two tenses that we're playing with, Amy? We're playing with? Yeah, go on.
Conditional.
That's yes, but which one comes after the if?
Imperfect.
That good. And which one comes after the if, Amy, my love?
Sorry.
Don't worry, Susan's virus has spread. She needs to be eradicated. I will kill it with fire. I will kill it with fire. I will. I know where her parents live. So basically, say goodbye to them, Susan, I'm coming. So this spread, this ability to not listen, it's just spread like a canker. So basically, it's spread. So listen to Auntie Lukey when he tells you things. What tenses are we using in this method? Imperfect and auxiliary and conditional. Which now look, already her disease is spreading. You're not listening to me. What comes after the word if? Is it the imperfect one or is it the conditional one?
Imperfect.
That's it. So if I said something, we totally fucking acknowledge that I said somewhere else could be, you know, j'ai dit in another environment. But after the word if, Amy, as if your life depended on it, what tense is going to come after the word if in this situation? The
Imperfect.
That's it. Susan will be destroyed, but you can live from that. So the fact is, if I wanted to say if I said, what's the verb to say?
Dear.
Dear. Good. With dear, I now need you to stick it into the imperfect. Were you here earlier? I'm not too sure, but you hadn't learnt the art of practically listening before. But that's all right. Now you've learnt it. So what did I say before? I said, if you want to stick your verb into the past tense, what are you going to have to do? You're going to have to go to the nous, and you are, Maggie, I'll do you next because I know you're tired. So if I was or falling into an alcoholic coma, I don't know, whatever. So basically, if I said, yeah, what's we say? Nous disons. Good job. So now can you rip off its body parts and swap it? What sound did I say for you, Amy? What sound do we need to use for a was tense? We need to use an. No, someone's not listening, but you'll learn to listen with logic language learning. What sound did I say you needed for a was tense? You needed an
A.
There we go. You're gradually pulling it back. So in other words, if I've got 10 ans and I ripped off the on and I stuck on the necessary sound for the was tense, what would that give me?
Say.
That's it. So that's how you say if I said. So si je disais quelque chose, good. What's the verb to write?
Écrit.
No, you read. You're a reader, Amy. You're not a speaker. Speak, make sound. Écrire. Copy me. Écrire.
Écrire.
No, you're trying to fashion it out of the words that are in front of you. Everybody smart has done it. Maggie did it. Okay, so people smart and Maggie. So everybody's done it. Maggie did it. Kim's done it. Do you know what I mean? Everybody smart and Maggie has done it. That you all try and do, and it gets you nowhere. Use the sound. And then when you can hear the sound, so you are clearly very studious. You're in a library or somewhere now with that guy behind you. Go and get his number. But the fact is, don't keep reading. Copy me. Copy the sound of the verb to write. Écrire.
Écrire.
Nice. What sound do we put on the end of a would verb? You might not have come across this method with me, Amy. If so, email me and I'll send you the video. What sound do we put on the end of a would verb? We put the ray sound for all apart from two verbs for would. Ray of light. In a wood, little Disney ray of light, a little Disney wood, Bambi's mom rotting, you know, stuff around it. Basically, the ray of light in the wood. The ray of light is coming down through the wood, okay? So if I want something to go into the would tense, I need it to end in a ray. Could you again, please, Amy, give me the verb to speak? It was, go on sound, it was, sorry, to write, I apologize, it was écrit. Stop bloody, no, what was this? Listening, 0. Next week it will be better. Give me the verb. Oh my god, I've got hold of it as well. Moi je l'ai chopé. To write, écrire. Now could you pop ray on the end of that bad boy?
Écrit.
No, I didn't say swap. On the end of it. Écrirai. Good.
Écrirai.
So what you're going to do for me is you're going to email me. You're going to say, hi, Luke, it's Amy. You were marvelous. You were brilliant. I was dazzled by your light. Can you please send me the videos on how to form shit using these sound systems? And Amy, I always say I don't use these sessions to promote financial whatever, but you know, again, although lockdown is by definition over, I will give it you at half price. We have the podcasts. They're $12.50. They go through all of the shit for $12.50. They give you the simple methods in less than 4 minutes. All right. Good. So you just need to, like, you've got a perfectly good logical brain, although you choose not to listen. Thank you, Harry, saying that they're really good. You just need to know the tenses using a sound system, because you're just studying really hard for no avail. You know, you've got a perfectly good mouth, got a perfectly clear voice, lovely voice. You just need to know the systems. Otherwise, it's just all going to sound the same to you. Good. Lovely. So your mission for next time I see you is to know the difference between a was tense and a would tense. All right. And I will send you the videos, and I will also send you the podcast if you email me. Good. Let's go over to Maggie, because she's got a bottle of vodka to finish. So, Maggie, what is we drink? What is we drink? Nous. Lovely, nous buvons. So as I told everybody in this group, if you use the we tense in the present tense, that will allow you to fashion an imperfect if you weren't sure. So Maggie, how would you say, if I didn't drink every day, I would be sad? How do you say, if I didn't drink every day, I would be sad? By the way, Maggie, before we go any further, is this the present hypothetical or the past hypothetical? If I didn't drink every day, I would be sad. Are we talking hypothetically about right now in your life or in the past?
Right now.
Good, otherwise I'll be discussing the heroin. That's lovely. So if I didn't drink every day, I would be sad.
Si je ne buvais pas tous les jours.
Good. Chaque jour, tous les jours, both correct. Lovely. Both are correct. I would be sad.
Je serais triste.
Good. Can I remind you, Kim's technique is if you've got in a bit of a spot of bother, how do you say I have drunk?
J'ai bu.
Good. Okay. How would you say I have been?
J'ai.
Lovely. So those three are going to prep us nicely for our past version of this. If I hadn't drunk every day, I would have been sad.
Si
That's not wrong, but where's the I gone? Okay, so Maggie.
Oh, sorry.
Go on.
Si je n'avais pas bu
Lovely.
chaque jour,
good. I would have been sad.
J'aurais été triste.
Good. Those watching notice I obviously know Maggie. I obviously know that she's not at all daft in French now. So the fact is I threw in a negative there. You know, I gave her a little bit of something to do other than our tense choice. But, you know, she did nicely. Lovely. Good. A word of wise to the more advanced, such as yourselves, you know, Maggie. Often in this situation, we will come across tenses, or rather past participles, that we don't always hear. So, for example, very commonly, some tenses tend to roll up in the imperfect. They do. They really, really do. And so when we have to then remember the if I had not, yada, yada, okay? So in other words, Maggie, beginning with the verb P, other than semble, what is the verb to seem? It is paraître. That's paraître, lovely. And you know, oh, the present tense is ça paraît bizarre, ça semble bizarre, ça paraissait bizarre. If I said, if it had seemed weird, Luke wouldn't have told me. You know, he'd have kept it from me. So if it had seemed weird, paru, nice display. Now, for those of you that pay attention to this kind of thing, you will notice that paru resembles apparu, which is the past tense of the verb apparaître, the sister verb, which is to appear, as in Maggie appeared with a 10 bag with her dealer from out the bushes. You know, that is to physically appear rather than, or Maggie appears, you know, slightly worse for wear. She's just on detox. So the fact is, yeah. So si ça avait paru bizarre, okay. Now it would have to be very specific because it would be much more common to say if that seemed weird. Si ça semblait bizarre, si ça paraissait bizarre, Luke would say something. But in the past, in the past, I'm sure if that had seemed weird, si ça avait paru bizarre, certainly Luke wouldn't have said anything. So now we're doing with a pronoun, an adverb as well. Luke wouldn't have said something. Off you go. Luke n'aurait pas dit quelque chose. Gorgeous. So in other words, whenever you come across one of these examples, say them in the present hypothetical, say them in the past hypothetical. Good. If I decline, if I hadn't seen it, I wouldn't have read it. If I hadn't seen it, I wouldn't have read it. Where's the it gone, Maggie, dearest?
Si je ne l'avais pas, what did you say? Read it or seen it? Or...
Si je ne l'avais pas lu.
Lu.
Lovely. I wouldn't. No, sorry. If I hadn't seen it, yes. Si je ne l'avais pas vu, I wouldn't have read it.
Si je ne l'avais pas vu,
I wouldn't have read it.
Lu.
No, that was my mistake. If I hadn't seen it, I wouldn't have read it. Si je ne l'avais pas vu, I wouldn't have read it.
Je ne l'aurais pas.
Lu. Lovely. Now let's take that to the present hypothetical. Let's say if I saw it, I would read it. Yeah. Maggie has no morals. If she found someone's diary, she'd absolutely read it. Up you go. If she during her years as Prince Andrew's girlfriend, she kept a diary. So in other words, if I saw it, I would read it. How would you say that, Maggie? In the present hypothetical. Maggie, what's the verb to see? Maggie, what's the verb to see? What Maggie, what is the trick to find an imperfect that we're unsure of? We go to the nous. What is we see? Do you know that trick, Maggie? Yes?
Yes.
What is we see? Nous voyons.
Voyons.
So therefore, if I saw it.
Si je le voyais.
Nice. I would read it.
Je le lirais.
That's it. Je le lirai. Good. Guys, I'm ever so sorry. My mom has rung me and it's a bit odd for her to call me at this time of night, so I just need to go and call her. So if we just take 2 minutes, and basically, I don't think I can, I think this will, hang on, I think I can do this. Wait there 1 second. Just wait there 1 second. Yeah, so I'll be right back. I don't think this kicks you out if you just hang on 1 sec. Why did you call me? What? Don't tell me it was Marja. Reflexive. I could cry hearing that. I told you I'm not making it up. I'm really glad that's happened so you know I'm not making this up. How many did he have and how long has he been on them for? Had you told Phil? No, but he's only had 3. How many is he on them for? I mean, look, Mom. I'll be really honest with you. The thing is, specifically, he has got a prostate problem, so he does need those. But he wants seriously. You literally tell him to ring back tomorrow morning and say, one of my friends has been really sick on ciprofloxacin. Is there any alternative? No, Mum, my eyes, everything, my skin, all of it. It really knocked me around. And you're supposed to tell them if there's any problems. You're supposed to tell them. You're supposed to tell them if there's any problems. Can you tell him that? Can you just text him? Say Luke's teaching now for another 30 minutes. Say keep by your phone. Luke is going to call you, and don't go to bed. All right, okay, all right. I bloody warned you. How many? 3 days, and he's like this. 3 days. Can you imagine 2 weeks? Bloody hell. No, not if it's permanent. You can't. Can you believe that? Yeah, I'm going to call him later. All right, okay, later. Okay, all right. Right, let's have a little go. If you could still there, guys, I'm going to come right back. I think I've lost you. If you can still see me, I'm going to close and then come in and join again, yeah?
Here, a storm comes through them. Now there's a little bit of a breeze, so it's nice. Okay.
Guys, are you there? Are you there?
Yeah.
This is really weird. So my mom rang. She's with some guy now, like this English guy that lives next door to her. So basically, I don't know if any of you know this, but I was really badly poisoned by like a really rogue antibiotic. I think him knows. And randomly, this guy has just come out of surgery. And my mum just rang me to say, so, because my mum was really friendly with this guy. And she rang up saying, hi, how did your surgery go? And all of this business. And he was like, oh, the surgery was fine, but I'm really in pain in my legs. And my mum went, why are you in pain in your legs? And he went, oh, because I don't know. He said, they've given me this antibiotic and it's made me feel really weird. And my mum was like, stop taking this now. This is what Luke took. This is what's made Luke really ill. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like literally, and he's had 3 doses of this and I've had like 28 and that was 4 months ago. So yeah, so serendipity. Ugh. Right, let's go across to Harry. Harry, are you there? Bonjour, good. If you're not Harry, can you mute the microphone? Good, lovely. James Sweeney, if you're still watching, by all means show up and do some subjunctive with me, or like I said, just email me, Logic Language Learning, and I will send you the I'll send you the subjunctive video. God, that's really freaked me out. I really like this guy. He's a really good friend of the family. And it's just like, if I can stop anybody going, I'm going to have to do a video on this actually, but I can stop anybody going through this. No, if anybody you know who's a man gets given ciprofloxacin or a woman, just do not take it. Right. Good. Over to Harry. Are you there, Harry?
Yep.
Good.
Sure.
Luke rang earlier.
Let me just. So earlier would go first, right?
No, well, it doesn't matter. It's just what's Luke rang as an action. This is now an action, so Luke rang.
Luke téléphoné.
And again, Luke what?
Luke a téléphoné.
Lovely. Luke rang me.
Luke m'a téléphoné.
Good man. Side note, guys, it's téléphoné à and appelé direct. So I rang Harry, j'ai appelé Harry, j'ai téléphoné à Harry. Yes, so telephone is indirect, okay? He was walking between the station and the horses. Why are we using an auxiliary if we are in the was tense?
Il promenait.
That is a good conjugation, but that is reflexive, fella. So what is it?
Il se promenait.
That's lovely. So il marchait or il se promenait. Consequently, if you went into, so if I took those two verbs, Harry, have we agreed that marcher isn't reflexive and that se promener is, yeah? So how would I say he walked as an action?
Il marche.
As an action,
Il a marche. Il a marché.
Thank you. How would I say, using the reflexive verb to walk, so he walked, il savait
promener. No.
Look at me. If we're reflexive and we're in the past, it's a job for poetry past. Agreed?
Right.
What are the poetries? Je me
suis. Tu t'es.
And il
s'est.
Good. Get those bitches down, right? So that is for the same tense as j'ai mangé, but with a but with a reflexive verb. So what would be he walked? Il s'est
promené.
Nice. Okay, good. If we used he walked, if we said if he walked, what tense, Harry, have we said that in the present hypothetical that the bit after the if is going to go in?
The conditional present.
In the present hypothetical, look, we've got two sentences. If Luke walked, he would be tired, or something like that.
Yes.
Okay. So which of the two tenses that we're using? We're using the imperfect and the conditional, yes?
Yes.
Which one comes after the if? Is it the was bastard or is it the would bastard?
Was.
Don't worry, I've only been saying it for an hour. The one that comes after the if is the was. So
yes,
could you say,
course, yeah.
do we have an auxiliary in the was tense?
No.
So how would you say in 3 words? No, sorry, actually, because C in a blend. How would we say if he walked? S'il, what's the verbs? S'il se
promenait.
That's it. How would we change it if we say if he had walked? So what's he walked in the what's he walked in the poetry past? Il s'est
promené.
Good. What's the auxiliary in the middle of that? Is it have or be?
Be.
Great. So what if I wanted to go into the had tense of a be verb? Instead of il s'est promené, it's going to be il s'est. That's it. So if he had walked, lovely. It's lovely. So he walked. So he called me when he was walking. Il m'a appelé quand il se promenait. Lovely. Between. Entre. Lovely. Nice accent. Well done. The station. La
gare.
Lovely. Strictly speaking, if it's a tube station, la station. Yeah. And the horses.
Les chevals.
Plural. Les chevaux. Les chevaux.
Cheval.
No. Harry, what do we do with AL words when they become masculine plural? What does norm? So I am normal. Am I fucked? I am normal. Je suis normal. Gabby is normal. Gabby est normal. Again, no way. We are not normal because I am masculine and she is feminine. Between us, the group is masculine. So we are not normal. Would it be nous ne sommes pas normal or nous ne sommes pas norm? What's the masculine plural? Normal. That's it. Same with cheval. So un cheval, deux chevaux. That's it. Which means two horsepower. The Citroen 2CV. That was what the car was called. Lovely. So entre la station et and the horses et les chevaux.
Les chevaux.
Because.
Parce que.
I was happy.
J'étais content.
Because Harry sent a message. That is an action taking place.
Parce que Harry a envoyé un message.
He wanted to know.
Il a vu.
Pause. If you did use the one-off tense, that would be il a voulu.
Sorry,
yeah. But what's the he wanted as in the ongoing? Il voulait.
Il voulait, sorry.
To know?
Oh.
To know a fact.
Savoir.
Lovely. If.
Savoir.
If.
Yes. Sorry, that's Russian. See.
No, it's not Russian. Oh, I see what you're saying. I think you said
No,
Russian.
Yes,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Хорошо, давай. Yeah, lovely. Carry on, lovely. Lovely. So basically, if I was going to do a class this evening. What I was going
J'allais
to do
faire
a class this evening.
une classe,
My number one error,
un cours,
un cours
un cours.
this evening.
Cette nuit.
Ce soir.
Ce soir.
Good. Guys, class is the group of people taking part. You are the class. La salle de classe, okay? La salle de classe is for the group of people. Okay, la salle de classe. Okay. Lovely. Okay. Good. Good. I said to myself, is this in the past, Harry?
Yes.
Because I said to myself, is it reflexive?
Yes.
So therefore, it's a job for
What we were just doing.
Let me hear a slap noise on your face or your leg. Let me hear a really loud slap. Thank you. What is it a job for if we are in the standard? What do I mean by standard past? I mean the bastard with an auxiliary. Yeah, as in j'ai mangé, that tense. If we are going in that tense, the passé composé if you really want it, but if we're going in the standard action tense in the past and it's reflexive, it's a job for poetry
pass.
which means no, plus your fucking password. What's the poetry for me? The je me
suis.
Nice. Now, what's the past? Now, the past word is the normal past word if you said this verb normally. Normally, if you said I said, how would you say I said? You'd say
J'ai dit.
Lovely. So that third bastard, that's going to be your past word. So
Right.
off you go. So I said
Je me suis dit.
Lovely. So I said to myself, it's impressive. Pause. And if impressive means it's impressing. Harry, how do you say tired? Fatigue.
Fatigué.
How do you say tiring? Fatigue. Fatigue.
Fatigant.
That's it. Impressive is impressionné. Sorry, impressed is impressionné. So impressing is impressionnant.
Impressionnant.
Lovely. So it's impressive that the lad's called. C'est impressionnant. Okay. Lovely. If I did say it's impressive that he has called, how would I say it's impressive that he's called?
C'est impressionnant ce que.
No. Why ce que? There's no what. There's no.
No, ce que.
C'est impressionnant que that. Yeah. He has called.
Il a.
Pause. Correct tense. Wrong mood. If I say it's impressive, what form of a sentence is an it's sentence?
Present.
Well, yeah, but what form? Harry, repeat after me.
Active.
Want,
Active.
need. No, you're thinking Russian.
Sorry.
Want, need, doubt, fear, impersonal,
Subjunctive.
emotional. Which one of those 6 little bastards is going to be the thing that's going on here? Want, need, doubt, fear, impersonal, emotional. Which one is taking place here? It's impressive.
Okay.
Is it?
Well, it's impressive.
It's Harry. Watch the videos I've sent you. So basically, of the podcast, right? Kim shoots falls. Who's doing the verb?
Kim.
Gabby shags sailors. Who's doing the verb?
Gabby.
Good. Luke gets jealous. Who's doing the verb?
Luke.
It's impressive. Who's doing the verb?
It.
It's interesting. Who's doing the verb?
It again.
There you go. Known as an impersonal, or sometimes in the video guys, neutral.
Sure.
So in other words, if you were to use an impersonal expression plus a que, let me make this really clear, guys. Not parce que or si or when. So it's interesting when Harry learns French. C'est intéressant quand Harry apprend le français. It's interesting if Harry learns French. C'est intéressant si Harry apprend le français. It's interesting because Harry's learning French. C'est intéressant parce que Harry apprend le français. It's interesting that Harry's learning French. C'est intéressant que Harry apprenne le français. All right? So, in other words, James, who wanted some subjunctive. So, in other words, so say for me, so if I said he has called, what's the first verb you can hear in he has called? Il
called, as in il a téléphoné. Oh no, sorry.
Don't pig and read. It's not an A. Don't visualize it. But what's it going to become subjunctive? Unless I fully apologize if what you meant was with something else. What's the subjunctive of verb of have? No, then you did make a mistake and visualize. That's what I thought. So in other words, I thought you might have, but thank you for your honesty. I thought you might have just come out with the God knows.
No,
You were spelling the bastard, weren't you? Thank you for being honest, lad. Good lad. So basically, c'est intéressant, c'est impressionnant qu'il est. Why is this so fucking great for you and anybody else doing A-level? If you go, France has decided, have a crap grade. It's interesting that France has decided to, whatever, you know, c'est intéressant que la France ait décidé. Yeah, I got washed. Je me suis lavé. It's interesting that I got washed. C'est intéressant que je me sois lavé.
Yes.
I've spoken a lot today about getting washed. There couldn't be a cleaner person. Trust me. A shower in the morning, a shower in the evening, and a shower if I do any sport. Trust me. With a non-foaming SLS-free cleanser. Lovely. Good. Off you go, Harry. So therefore...
Donc.
Okay. I wanted to give him a bit of time. No, I wanted to give him some time. I wanted... No. It could be if it's like a one-off moment, but it's je voulais.
Yeah. Je voulais.
Good. How am I spelling je voulais for a je? What am I was spelling? A-I something?
A-I-S.
Good lad. So je voulais give him pause. Am I giving you to somebody else?
No.
So if I wanted to give you, are you direct or indirect?
Indirect.
Good boy. And what's the indirect pronoun for him?
Lui.
Lovely. So je voulais lui donner.
Lui donner.
Some time. Accent sounds good. This is a trick you guys have all got. Say for me some coffee.
Du café.
Do what?
Du café.
Thank you. So basically, the some. Okay, here's a little rundown of some facts. We need some light. I look hideous, but there we go. At least you can see my mouth. Right. So basically, God, that's like a fucking passed over. Grandma, hold on, I'm going to come and join you. She wouldn't like that. She likes the limelight for a bit. She'd be like, no, Luke, not yet. It's not your time. So basically, you can see my mouth now. Right, here's some facts. Do we say do? Harry, are you looking at me on the Zoom or on the YouTube?
No, the Zoom.
All right, cool, right. So do we use do plenty of times in French with having nothing to do with some? Yeah, Harry returns from the whatever the market. You know, il rentre du marché. Of course, we can use do. Lots because of the boy. À cause du garçon. There's loads of times that we use do. But if we are saying some, it's going to be de plus the relevant word the. De plus le becomes du. De plus la remains de la. De plus les becomes des. Now, as a side note, quelque can substitute day. So he has some children. Il a des enfants. My friend Al, he's got two beautiful children. So il a des enfants. Il a quelques enfants. To be fair, that sounds a bit more plural than two. But okay, I'm going to buy them some sweets. Alors, you know, je vais leur acheter des bonbons. Je vais leur acheter quelques bonbons. Some can be swapped with a plural for quelques, but strictly speaking, quelques means a few. Annoyingly, Harry, how do you say something? Quelque chose. How do you say someone? Quelquefois. Someone. Quelqu'un. Quelqu'un. Okay, so I'm going to write something. Can you see the YouTube as well, Harry, or not?
I can get it up now. 1 second. YouTube.
Can you see the live thing so I can?
Yes, I've got it now.
Okay, right. So let's make this clear. Quelque chose. All right, two separate words.
Yes.
All right, I think I've got a quelque video. Let me just have a look. Have I got a video on quelque? I think I have or I haven't. Let me find it if I've got it. No, I can't find it. So someone can't.
Sure.
Or quelque, you know. In other words, notice that quelque and un have joined together. Can you see this?
Yeah.
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 If I then went some times, okay, then you will see that quelquefois joins.
Yes.
Yeah, so that one is different than quelque chose. Notice that quelque chose means something singular, but quelque chose means some things plural. Okay?
Right.
Now here's the shit. Ready? I'm going to say this for 30 seconds. Don't be bored. Quelque chose is masculine. Quelque chose with no S's on the end is masculine. Quelque chose is masculine. What gender is quelque chose? It's masculine. What gender is quelque chose? It's masculine. So something beautiful, quelque chose de beau. So I'm going to buy something something beautiful. Je vais acheter quelque chose de beau. I'm going to buy some beautiful things. Quelque with a fucking S. Belle, because chose is a feminine word. Quelques belles choses. Do you understand? So chose itself, like the word person, is feminine. Une chose. Une chose. Okay. There's an Alphonse Daudet novel called Petite Chose, but don't worry about that. But generally, chose is normally good book. A bit like Dickens. So chose is Dickens could write, unless of course you're Jewish, in which case he's awful and incredibly stereotyping. So basically, if you said it's a beautiful thing, c'est une belle chose, okay? But quelque chose is freaking masculine. So I'm going to buy something interesting. Je vais acheter quelque chose d'intéressant. So if you were to come to London, and obviously you're under 18, and obviously no alcohol would touch your lips. Not one sip would I allow you as a minor to consume in my presence. So I said, I'm going to buy Harry something sweet. I'm going to buy him a fruit juice. So je vais lui acheter quelque chose de sucré. And sucré would be the masculine spelling. If I said, I'm going to buy him something delicious, quelque chose de délicieux, quelque chose de délicieux. If I said, I'm going to buy him a few delicious things, you know, quelque chose délicieuse. You know, that would be the feminine thing. So, une chose, good. Good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Good job, Harry. Lovely. So we've done Susan, we've done Maggie, we've done Lee, we've done Harry, we've done Amy. Good. Before I go, other than why are you so freaking weird, Luke, any questions? Any specific grammar questions that have arisen in the past, whatever, week or whatever? Any of you in formal education, any specific questions? Anybody watching who's not in the chat, if you have a question, type it now or forever hold my peace. So type it if you've got a question. Otherwise, I'm gonna, which I'll happily answer. So James, if you watch this back, subjunctive if you can. I don't know, do you know how to form the subjunctive? Have you seen my subjunctive videos? If you don't, just email me, say, can I please have the subjunctive videos or the podcast, and I will sort you out. If you know the subjunctive and you just want some examples, then by all means just roll up and get yourself on Zoom. If not, any other questions? No, nobody's typed anything. Good. Lovely. So where are we? So so going through the people. Susan, nice joining, but don't race into the system. We've just got to learn the patterns. Susan, accept the fact that the more and more French you do, the more certain things are going to sound correct, which is great. That's absolutely great because you're getting very confident. But basically, oh yes, Ollie, you make a valid point. Sometime. So in other words, you make a valid point. So basically, quickly before we finish, Harry, there's 3 words for time. What's the word for time? As in, what time is it? No. What time? As in, if I said quelle heure, great. That's it. So is the time, as in what time is on the wrist. What
Sure.
time is it? As in first time, second time, third time? What's that word? So the first time, la première. That's it. So if I'm saying time as in the general substance of time, I think I've got about a year left before I cart it at the current rate. But remember me fondly. Remember me with the F word. So basically, if I said time, so what's the word for time? Talking about the general time is le temps. Pronounce it properly. Thank you. So if I said I wanted to give him some time, am I A, giving you the time of day? Am I B, giving you the first time and second time? Or am I C, giving you some time, the substance of time generally?
Yeah, it's just general time.
So what's the general word for time? Le temps.
Temps.
And what's, no, you've just said temps. Is it masculine? So
Yes.
using the shit I've just taught you, thank you, Ollie, that was very useful. Get your ass on here, Ollie. You're such a regular presence on the YouTube, but not on here. Good man. Sometime would be du
temps.
That's it. Du temps. Lovely. Good. Lovely. What?
No, I just said beaucoup de temps.
Lovely. Lots of time. Yes.
Yeah,
Lovely.
like,
Good.
yeah.
Yeah. Good. Lovely. Good. Time is time. Yes, it means weather. Quel temps fait-il? It isn't pronounced temps. Good. Lovely. If you've enjoyed today's session, including with a bit of drama in the middle, with a few assholes at the beginning who've got nothing else to do. They're not going to follow the class. They're not going to take part. But honest to God, they literally, rather than having a life and friends, they want to come here and shout a swear word and leave. Also, my mom would kick the motherfucking shit out of someone that said that to her in the face, and she could. Very easily. She's tough as fuck. Lovely. So, yeah. So if you've enjoyed today's session, do please remember I have a Ko-fi account. Yeah, K-O-F-I. The link is under most grammar videos. I don't tend to stick it under the live videos, but if you go to K-O-F-I and you look at logic language learning, then it buys me a coffee. And I do go for a wander, sometimes with Kim during her lesson, and buy my ass a coffee. So, you know, or even my mouth. And so basically, yeah, so I would appreciate that, but you're under no obligation. If you're generally watching this stuff and go, I don't understand the French this guy's teaching, I just don't understand any of this stuff, then really, like I said, not to, you know, pitch up a tent and sell my wares, then get the podcast and send me an email about that. Good. I will more than likely see you guys next week. All right then, loads of love. Good, excellent. I will see some of you on Wednesday evening. If not, best wishes, take care. Email me with any questions. Lots of love. Best wishes, take care.
Thank you so much, Rick. Bye.